Good morning, greetings and salutations. This is Little Falcon, and if you are reaching me live, you can get a free reading. Stick around. This is my usual morning thing. I've been going live a couple times in the morning during the week. We do coffee talk. This morning it's the Stay Wild Moonchild mug. I am going to be talking quite a bit about astrology today and how it's affecting us, you and me. So stick around and stay tuned. If you're catching this on the replay, please feel free to skip through to whatever interests you and make sure you comment #replay. Now, before we get started, and what I usually do is I get going some sage. So we're going to start this off with a ritual smudge. With this sage and this smudge, I ask Wakantanka, the Great Spirit, the universe, Mother Nature, to open for you and I to help purify us, clear and clean away any of that negative energy. I humbly ask Wakantanka, the Great Spirit, to wash away anything negative, to purify you with the smoke as well as I. This smudge is for you and for me. A good morning once again to everyone. Greetings and salutations. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be getting this going, but first we have to let this burn out. Now, usually my rules with the sage are there's usually issues we all need to let go. So we're going to start today off with a calm energy. I do hear a little background noise and interference, so we're going to set this up for just a moment. I'm going to shut that window, and we'll get the group gathered. If you guys can hear it, there's mowers in the background. It's that time of year here. There we go. Much better. All right, magical souls. It has been a bit. It has been a little hard for me to get in touch with you guys. There's been a lot of blocks by the universe. And as we get into today's topical stuff, you'll get why. But first, we're letting this smudge go. And we want to acknowledge that we are opening up to positive, peaceful growth today. I'm only asking positive things here today. No negativity. We're here to let go of our negativity together. And then we're here to seek positive answers and things to open up our lives to a peaceful, more content way of being. No, we can't pretend that things aren't happening, but we can come together. We can work on meditation and on our own private time, and we can learn ways to focus. Because when we're going through a lot of things, we have to become mindful of our emotions, and we need to become mindful of how we're directing our energy. So as we open up today's free reading session, and by the way, if you're watching and you want a reading, say hello, let me know. We're streaming on 3 platforms this morning. It would be Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. A huge hello to all my followers. Like I said, if you're catching this later, please write #replay to let me know you guys want me to do more of these. Please suggest a time that's good for you. A lot of people prefer evenings, afternoons, weekend times. Let me know. We're working over here behind the scenes to get together quite a few private events, as well as I've been fielding a lot of personal things with clients. So I'll tell you why. We're going to jump into this, okay? Hey, Carolyn. We're going to put you down for first reading. Please stick around. We'll get to you really soon. Okay. But first, we're letting this sage burn out. I'm assuming you and I both need it. We're just going to let it wash over us. Let's get quickly into our topical and why things have been topsy-turvy. So we are in currently the shadow of an upcoming Mercury retrograde, you guys. So let's get into what that means for you and me. I did write a lot of notes, and I'm this type of person that when I know something feels off and I haven't done my due diligence, which is just simply keep in tune with what's going on in the universe, I go, okay, let's go back to basics. And the moment I started with MER, it was Mercury. Oh no, it all popped up. I thought I still had time, but now we're in the shadow. So let's get to what Mercury retrograde really is and how it affects you as a person. A lot of people want to hotly debate this topic, and I would agree that there is a bit of lack of scientific evidence in some regards because, look, you cannot prove everything in a scientific way that is accepted by everyone. So I'm going to offer you what a lot of people who are into astrology, who can feel things on this other level, or at least we feel we can. This is the impressions that we've gotten. And by we, you can go on Astrology Cafe, astrology.com, and a whole bunch of other websites, and they can talk about it, even Bustle for that matter. But anyway, Mercury retrograde itself has to do with planets moving, and it appears as if Mercury is going backwards, but it's really not. But how this affects us is, in one word, chaos. So I'm going to do a little bit of a write-up on this for everybody to give you an idea of what this is going to entail, the length of time, and how to combat it. But number one, know that everything you've been trying to work towards, you need to be open to change. You need to be aware that there's going to be a level of inconsistency for a moment. You're going to have issues with relationships because these particular retrogrades, each one of them happens while other planets are in conjunction or during certain times of the year. Hey, Paula. So as we're going through this year's second, I believe, retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and yes, Paula, I'm putting you down. We're dealing with Gemini first energy and then Taurus energy, which means Gemini energy is a bit more fluid. You can deal with things a bit more balanced through the topsy-turviness that we're going to experience here coming up. But as we transition into Taurus, we focus a bit more on self-improvement, self-worth. Are we doing the right thing in our situation? Because Mercury retrogrades, if anything, could be revealing. So understand this. I always look at the positive sides of the retrograde. It really literally shows to me what is working, what isn't, and to be clear with you, there's a freedom that comes from learning who and what situations really resonate. So, I would suggest you guys hold on, a little too much, hold on and take this with a grain of salt. Because you're going to be tested completely beyond what you expected, and I felt this already coming. What I want you guys to focus on, and according to what I'm getting from, these other sources I was listing, which truthfully, these are just interpretations. You guys can go with what you feel. I have felt a sense that my entire reality is being changed, and it has been. This is all about this retrograde personal relationships. They also translate to work relationships, you guys, which means how you deal with one relationship is how you deal with them all. And you need to work on what you're putting out, what you're accepting, your boundaries. And during a challenging time like the retrograde, and I am looking at your comments, by the way, it's very revealing. Hey there, Melt Like Butter. Thank you for joining me. I see you're on Twitch. We're doing some free readings today, and I am talking right now about the current Mercury retrograde. We're in shadow, which means it's going to happen soon. I do believe in a lot of this stuff, you guys. If the moon can affect the tides on the planet, then I do believe there is some significance about where things are placed in the heavens. So I don't want to put too much into it, meaning these are things that you can experience, that you can be ready to deal with. So what I want you guys, again, to focus on the idea that your personal relationships are up to you, your own boundaries. This whole thing is going to end June 3rd. So it runs from, and let's talk about this, the Mercury retrograde goes from May 10th to June 2nd. Now, I do believe personally in the pre-shadow and a post-shadow because when there are ripples and waves in your life, understand you can feel them coming sometimes. And I have felt these things coming. I feel it coming. And then afterwards, as if you were on a boat, remember, if you've ever been on a boat in water, you do feel a little bit residual after you go through the wave. This is what I believe the pre and the post are about. So mind you, we have a little bit of bumpy waters coming, but that can be exciting. You guys need to embrace it because the personal relationship issue here, and I want you guys to understand, because you are becoming self-aware and accountable for how you are reacting to things, it doesn't mean you're not going to feel things, but it's going to really translate into action. So you're going to be challenged by all of these feelings, events, and things that are challenging your current path with, everything you've been working on. For me, it's going to be a combination of factors I have to thwart, and who knows? Because life is not meant to give us all the inside information. We're meant to be prepared and then learn from these experiences, I hope. And so as we go through these retrogrades, that's why we're going to have probably a few more of these hopefully meetings, but be aware communication is a huge issue and technical issues oft during the retrograde. So understand I may have issues, you may have issues. I've already experienced a little bit, but I think at this point the whole personal relationship theme is huge, you guys. Now it also translates into career, so let's get into that really quick before we move on from this retrograde talk, which we kind of don't want to overreact to things, but I think awareness is key. And I was letting the group get together. Hey Faith, hello Shelby, it's good to see both of you today. I was just going on a bit about the Mercury retrograde that's upcoming and the effects it can have on us. So simply being aware that things may be a little chaotic, being prepared, and understand you can't be prepared for everything. These are all normal life lessons, as well as exciting things can come from these retrogrades. So just to continue on with the professional aspect, your career, your money, your personal life goals, because they're often intertwined, I want you to focus on, is this where you need to be? Is this what you want to do? Is this the energy that you should be putting towards this? And how have you been received by the universe? And this is important on every level. So for me too, when I come to you, I try to be spiritually and emotionally in a good place, unless we're having, like, say, a chat, because we'll do that occasionally where we're just like, oh, what's going on with you? And I do want to chat, but there are times I really feel that it is so important that you understand you should not be putting out to the universe if you can't feel that you're good about it. So that means, say you're at work, don't say anything to somebody if it's not important, if you feel that there's somehow you're not connected to spirit. So for me, when I step away from these groups, there's a whole bunch of reasons why, let alone my private clientele, but things like this, where we're being challenged in our private lives about how we spend our time. And then emotionally speaking, so when all of us go through traumatic events, okay, and they can be described in any way, shape, or form, we have PTSD of sorts. I don't like clinical things in terms of everyone experiences things and feels them their own way. So I want everyone to feel honored with the terms I'm using. So understand it's a blanket term for when you've gone through trauma, how your body and your soul physically responds. But a lot of us don't recognize it may very much affect everything we're doing, our responses, because we're in shock at the time, or we're going through a process of, say, financial or personal hardship. I'm encountering a lot of people going through these things right now. So when I've not been able to connect with you, it's because not only am I going through my set of things, which are fine in terms of I'm excited and I'm interested in what the universe wants to bring me, but I'm also trying to help everyone else. And by doing that, we don't want to spread ourselves too thin. So part of the advice with the Mercury retrograde is to think about, what am I doing? How am I being received by the universe? And I want you guys, when I do spend this great group time, for me to be as much on my game as possible, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, because I am highly aware. We're all pretty much gifted in the world. We're exchanging energy. And I don't want you guys to, by any way, shape, or form, get energy from me or from a client. So this is for you guys to take in your own life. During the retrograde, you're going to learn that you are constantly transmitting out to the universe. So your fears can also be taken in by the universe. Try not to be fearful. So today, when you're done with whatever you're doing, say if you have time, find ways to be joyful. Before I did this, I was being joyful. I do meditation. I play music that speaks to me. Sometimes I'll do a evening music thing where you guys will know, like, what am I into? But I encourage you all to embrace what makes you feel happy, and especially during times of struggle, because the way you're going to best help the universe is to help yourself first. Work on inner healing. So here today, our biggest theme is, we got a lot outside of us. That retrograde. I won't even go into everything else that's going on in the world, because frankly, we're all in our own countries going through our own situations, and I really want all of us to be able to be strong. So by this session today, my hope is for all of you to find some peace, healing, and your own personal strength. We're going to relight this sage. We're going to start with a reading. I want everyone to know that the universe is trying to help them the best they can. But understand, everything takes time. I'm here also listening to what you guys are going through. So now it's your time. I wanted to set the stage. This is my time to listen. And I would appreciate the group's attention for each individual reader, because when we're going through the reading, I want us to benefit from our time together as much as we can. So I would like the first person to step up, and that would be on our list is Carolyn. And now I'm going to address a few comments while we're waiting for Carolyn to come along. I am doing well, Faith. I am an empty nester now. I've had a lot of strange things go on, a lot of changes. It's beautiful, but exciting, slightly terrifying, just because life is so completely out of your control. And these are not bad things, but you understand that life really does have limits. And there are so many things that you have to experience to understand. And so, that being said, you guys, I've had a lot of incredible stories told to me recently. Of course, I won't share them because they're like very personal, but I want you guys to know I've been doing a process of self-healing and helping others, and doing really the good work to try to get where we want to be with this group, which is I want to be able to travel this coming week. I'm going to do some outdoor sessions, hopefully. It's going to be warm here. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's going to be about 80 degrees most days, Monday through Friday. I'm going to do my best to do some local walks and give you guys an idea of some of the local haunts, literally. And then I'm going to try to do some live free reading sessions outside. That's going to be fun. And that's going to be great because we really all need to get back to basics. And for me, to bring our group forward, we are going to travel, but I'm in between times between like traveling and planning and prep. So I appreciate your continual participation. Thank you so much for asking how I'm doing. We, like I said, are going to start off with our first reading. Carolyn, if you're still here, please let me know. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you. And hey, Zara, I will write you down. I'm going to check here really quick. I see Paula is trying to get custody of her grandson. And Carolyn had wanted to know if she will be okay. If Carolyn is not still here, we're going to jump down real quick to Paula, and we will come back to her. Today I'm using my typical Rider-Waite tarot deck. I love it. It is plastic. I love it. I know that sounds whatever, but it's true. We also have the Rumi Oracle, which is a beautiful oracle deck that is based upon Rumi philosophy, very loosely, of course. I do enjoy the little dip, though, that they take into it, okay? We're going to start off with, like I said, a couple of people who have already requested. If you're just joining me now, please let me know your desire for a reading. We will take a break halfway through the session. I will do as many sessions as time permits, and do know that I will be back. So make sure you follow, like, and share. And if you enjoy your reading today and our time together, please send stars. It's a cheap and easy way to show Facebook you support what we're doing here. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. I do not see Carolyn, so we're going to move on to Paula. Paula, would you step forward? And then we also have, let's see, next is Zara. You're literally like only 2 or 3 down here, and Carolyn isn't here yet. So hang out, Zara. You're like just over there. Are you freezing? Let me know if anyone else is freezing up. So far, we've had pretty good luck with these broadcasts, so I have to say. The weather is very much an issue. So Carolyn is set aside. Next is Paula, and then Zara. Paula, please step down if you're still here. And then Faith is also on the list. Oh, I hope it doesn't keep freezing up for you, Faith. That would not be cool. So once again, Paula, if you're here, let me know. Otherwise, if Paula doesn't step forward now, we'll have Zara, but we're going to give it 1 second because it may be freezing up. I really hope not. I hope everyone else has been well since we last hung out last weekend. Let's see here. Comment. Oh, we're good. Okay, hey Paula. Okay, we're going to start with you. You have a really serious question. I'm going to take this with the utmost seriousness. So to just understand her question, guys, it has to do with getting custody of her grandson. Excuse me. Oh, and thank you, Paula. She has sent 50 stars. Well, aren't you a sweetheart? Thank you. That's a big deal. Okay, you're awesome. Once again, thank you guys for all your support. I want to just keep going, and I was so excited that Facebook gave us stars so that at least we could be recognized as a live streaming group with a, a desire to keep it going. So, woo! All right, so just to be clear, are you going to It's a 24-hour thing? Okay, so does that mean you're trying to do it in the next 24 hours? So first of all, while she clarifies that, I'm just going to ask the question in the first place. Your daughter signed papers. Okay. So let's back up. Your daughter signed papers. Going to be going to court. Ah, okay. So you want to get custody from your daughter. We're just going to go with that, correct? We'll give her a chance. And I appreciate everyone's patience while they wait their turn. And yes, I try to keep an eye on those comments, you guys, but there is a little bit of a lag sometimes. So what we're going to do is see if what she's doing is going to get her custody of her grandson, because I believe that's where we're headed. Our friend will let us know. Walk and tongue of the Great Spirit, open up for me and my friends. Right, understood. Thank you, Paul. One more good shuffle. Is she able to do this to get custody of her grandson? My heart goes out to you, hun. It really, truly does. I love my grandsons too, very much with every body part that I have, every piece of my soul. I give my life for them. I'm going to put out a full spread for you because I want to get a completely clear answer. Her situation, like many, seems to have a lot of complications, including the mother. Let's just be real. She seems to be, unfortunately, an obstacle in this child's happiness. And I would say this to you. I do believe that you will. And here's the thing. It's going to take something. So you've probably, and I'm just going to put it out there in the most mild way possible, you've had to say and do things probably regarding your daughter that has not been making you feel very good. And I think that you've had to tell some truths, and I think you've been believed. Here is a judge who has also talked to another female who knows about the situation. But here's your problems. It is, of course, the mother. She's going to keep trying. She's very persistent. But what I don't understand is why she just honestly, because of her problems, and I'm so sorry, Paula, doesn't just let go a little bit, because she knows that this feels a bit more, and I hate to say this, is this to prove a point or something, it feels as if maybe it is, that maybe she can have control of the situation, but it does show you being able to do this. The child would be in your home. It may not happen immediately. So here's my issue to you. You will get custody of him. Now, you said a 24-hour thing. It's asking you to adapt to something while they check something or figure something out, but this would occur. I think this happens soon, so I would sit back and know that you're trying everything you can and that you mean the best, okay? And I do believe this, okay? It's just there is a slight complication again, and it is telling you that you will get this child, but it just may take longer than 24 hours, which would make sense in a way because maybe there's some other arrangement that has to be decided, but I mean, it would have to be fairly soon. That would be my impression. Best of luck to you with this, Paula. I know this has to be really hard. My heart is there for you. It really is. I'm just really, again, hoping that for the best for the child, because that's what I just keep coming back to, your grandson. Thank you so much for entrusting me with your concern today and being so public and humble. The 24th day. Okay, thank you. Okay, the 24th day. See, she confirmed that for me. Thank you, because I'm thinking 24 hours, that feels so soon you would get custody. So it is a yes. I'm excited for you because I know how it must be very difficult to deal with this. And I know you love both of them. Of course you do. It has nothing to do with that. A mother always loves their child, but they also care about their grandkids. Like I said, I care about my little grandbabies like they're my babies. I'd do anything for them. So I have the utmost respect for you. Once again, I'm humbled and honored to answer any questions from you guys. And thank you so much for your openness. Paula has been a continued member of the group. I appreciate everybody. It's great to see some new faces too. And yes, Zara, you are next. Please stay right here. I wanted to say happy anniversary, Catherine. 27th. Wow. Wow, that is so incredible. Yay. That is truly a modern day love story, you guys. Really, my head is off to you, girl. That's just, ooh. I hope you guys do something good. Maybe just, for me, sometimes just like eating out somewhere, maybe. I mean, I hate to say this, but like, you know, something maybe that's meaningful for you guys. And I don't know what 27 is, you know, you guys. It's like, is it, you know, what's the thing? It's, you know, it's not diamonds, it's not gold, you know what I mean? It's been a minute. Okay, I'd have to look that up. But yeah, thank you for sharing. That's so sweet. Congratulations. Well, you're so welcome, Paula. And hi, Rima. I will put you here on my list. Please stick around. There's only a few more people in front of you. Zara is up right now, and you can get a chance to see what I'm doing. Okay, she wants to know what her future husband's personality be like, love or arranged. And yes, let's take a good look at that. What we're going to do for you is we're going to also use our, I would say, tried and true deck. It's the Rider-Waite. So if you're new to tarot, this is what a lot of people have learned on. A lot of people don't like it. They're done with it. They want to move on to something else. That's great. I am like stuck on it. I also do an oracle deck, which I will save for another question. I would like to focus in for our new friend, Zara. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate you. Let's focus for her, okay? I would like the universe, Wakantanka, the Great Spirit, my ancestors, your ancestors, to open up. We would like to know the personality of your love, who you're going to be with, your person to marry, and will it be arranged or will it be for just love, for example? Let's take a look. I'm going to put down the complete Celtic cross for this reading because I feel as if most of the time we do need the extra cards. Let's take a look here. And yeah, you guys, I try to do mini readings, but let's be real. When we're dealing with something a little bit deeper, we definitely need to have both. We did have a card fall and jump out. This is significant, you guys. Okay, so when a card jumps out, there's an important factor here that we need to acknowledge. It's usually something very meaningful in the reading. So we're going to start off with that, and this is because it goes with my answer to one of her questions, you guys. So first of all, fate shall bring you together, and it will be good luck and good fortune, as well as, I would tell you this, I believe you will have a little bit of guidance about this person, but this is where it gets interesting. You act like, well, the question sounds really black and white, you guys. Will it be arranged or will it be otherwise? I think you meet this person through someone you know, through family, and you end up really actually having a relationship with them, feeling very much like you would want to be with them, and it makes you change your mind about everything. And that's kind of interesting. So what does that mean? Okay, let's back up. You asked me a personality-based question, so we need to get into that, as well as I had to address the origin of all this first, because to me, it's complicated. It's like, okay, so you meet this person through people you know, and it's approved socially and personally by your family, but get this, through this social thing where you meet this person, you're like, wow, we have all these things in common. Now, I have to tell you, the card for your person, here, let me pull this individual out. This is interesting. Now, I don't normally see this, but he's the Hermit. So what he does is he calmly advises people. This is a great card. It's a spiritual person. Someone who is not, who's very kind, okay? And to me, I really, how can I put this? I really feel compelled to acknowledge it could be a physician. It could be, and these are the good feelings I feel for you. This is good stuff, you guys, because I think that there's been a fear for her to maybe even look in those genres where, not a fear, but this is just, how can I put this? The Fool is someone who is very concerned with their choices that they're making. So she may want to feel that she has freedom of choice in whom she's wanting to marry. So this person is kind and loving, slightly traditional though, in a way that isn't bad, but it means they want to follow social norms from where you're from, meaning cultural things that you guys do, they would want to do. But there is a sense here that you'd be okay with this, and it actually seems to, and this is an interesting card. This is the card of fertility and children. This is also the approval of a mother type too, but this is for you personally, fertility and children. So, that being said, that's an intriguing reading. I would say to you that you need to keep your mind open. And in that regard, it doesn't mean to go do what anyone tells you to do as if an arranged thing. But I want you to feel like you could maybe be open to somehow meeting someone close to that genre, or even someone they suggest that is literally someone for you. This is not to say to do anything you're uncomfortable with, and your guided message is for you to feel a sense of control. So I think that that's where we're led with that as well. So thank you so much for entrusting me with your concern and joining us today. It's been a delight. You have a really light and wonderful energy, and I really do hope for the best for you. I will look for your guys' comments. I do appreciate you. And hey, oh no, it's okay, Paula. Look, it's wonderful. I appreciate you, and honestly, I admire you. I admire your personal strength to do what you're doing. I really honestly do. It's not hard for me. It's hard for you, okay? I so respect you. No, it's a beautiful thing that you guys share this stuff with me. It inspires me to go on to do what I need to do in my life. So thank you so much. But it isn't about me at all, you guys. It's all about you. That's why I'm here. 100%. So if you're just joining me, my name is Little Falcon. I have over 20 years of professional reading experience, and I am bringing you today a little bit of what I do privately, and these are free reading sessions. So I'm making a list right now. I have on it Faith, and then Rima, and let's see who else has requested. I see some other faces here. Hi, KN. I will put you on the list. So if I have called your name, you are on my list. Next up would be Faith. If you're still here, Faith, that'd be awesome. I hope you could hear me. She was having some tech issues, I think. Rima, you're after Faith, and then KN. Please have your questions ready if you can. And I understand if relationship pull. Excellent. Before I get to you there, KN, are you male or female? I cannot see anybody's pictures. So if your name isn't overtly male or female, and I have really screwed that up, it's mortifying. So please let me know if you're male or female real quick while I have you on the line. And good, Faith can hear me. Excellent. So, Can, while you're letting me know, male or female, I'm going to move on to Faith. Okay, so Faith, step down as you are. What is on your mind today? Paula, you don't owe me anything. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Please send some love and that lunch to your grandson. That's so sweet of you. You're such a great grandma. That's wonderful. So, Faith, let me know what you are interested in talking about. I do have the Rumi Oracle cards, which we could pull if your question could be applicable, and if you would like. Or we could just do the typical tarot. In a little bit, we're going to do a break, and I will be back. I will still be streaming. You guys can talk to one another. You can ask questions, make comments. Everybody be nice to one another. I'm not worried about that usually. We do not have a lot of problems here. So while we're waiting for Faith, I would like to give a huge thank you again to everyone for your continued participation and support in our group. It is you guys that make this magical, and what I look forward to when I do this is hearing about you guys. So again, you're never a burden. I would never want you to think that. I just feel for other people, and that's what makes us human. That's what makes you guys so great, is because you feel too. That's why we actually probably have such a great energy in this group, because we're all just kind of like caring about each other and into it. Here is Faith's question. Will you advance in your career and will your hard work pay off? Let's take a look. Oh, it's okay, Faith. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to give you your answer. And if you have to come back again, hopefully you can see it, you know what I mean, like later. You know what I mean? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do, I want to do two things for Faith. Okay, we're going to do a 3-card tarot, which is the practical thing. And then I want to do a roomy card pull for her because this is a bigger question than just say even right now. Is all her hard work going to pay off? She can advance in her career. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's open up the universe, Wakantanka, the Great Spirit, my ancestors, Faith's ancestors. Please step forward with some constructive things for our friend. Okay. While that sits there, we're going to do the same thing for the Rumi card, and we're going to pull this all together. So let's ask again for the universe to open up. We would like the spirit-guided message that the Rumi cards could bring for our friend Faith. We want to know, is all of this going to really pay off in the long run? Is this what she should be doing? We need that sort of spiritual advice. Last good shuffle, and I'm going to pick one card in front of you guys. Like this. Not looking. Okay. Here we go, you guys. She has come a long way. So this is acknowledgement, and this is a practical acknowledgement. Like, you've really physically had to do a lot. She really has, you guys. She's on the right path, though, because the practical cards show that the energy she is currently hitting at things is making a huge difference. This 8 really symbolizes change, but it really symbolizes the energy she's putting into this. That divine number, she must do a lot of like prayer-based thought. Like, she's like, oh God, help me. And I understand. And she's very devoted to doing what she should be doing. Now, this man, this King of Cups, is part of your victory plan. This is interesting to me, because a lot of times this King of Cups is a lover or someone in your life, but there's this other sense here that he could be very well someone who's inspired you to continue to move forward. And I want you to know you will be rewarded. And this is also a specific individual, and I want to be clear with you, because since I only pulled 3 cards, it's like throwing a lot into these 3 cards, that you will get what you're looking for. Now understand, she's not going to get this immediately, but for some reason that King of Cups is letting me know to not give up, because either he is also a person you're working with or will give you an opportunity, because this bigger card I pulled for her, you guys, this is the Victory of Miriam, and this is it borders a couple of different ideas, and I want you to understand. I wish you could see it better. It is a female, and it is like very blurred, but I really believe what the essence of this is the beautiful idea that she has, oh my God, changed. And you have, Faith, you have like transformed yourself so much. And by the time this is done, and this is looking like around August, she's going to get some, I would say, larger either raise or opportunity. But this is, now we're talking long term when we look at this card. So I want to focus on the idea that what we were just talking about is leading to this victory. You got to understand, she's going to go past what she thought, and I think that that's fabulous. But she is also looking at perspective and timing. So Faith, I think you're going to have to continue to keep chugging along. You're like so on the right track. No, guys, she's not asking, am I going to hit the lottery? No, she's focused on her goals. I want you to continue to be that way, Faith, because that is what's getting you this increase. So look for something in August, and then I want you to understand you're coming onto something amazing in the next year. So this card, oh, that's choking me up a little, is like a release card. She's very much a giver, you guys. Faith is like a mother. She's tough though, very sweet though, tough caregiver. Like Faith, you're just like your name. I want you to have faith in the fact that you know you're a proven formula. The universe recognizes it. So give it a good year, because this doesn't mean everything will be solved, you guys, but she's moving forward exponentially, probably either to a different job that would give her more, or an idea to get her there. So like, you have greater things coming. So guys, when I see these type of cards, you know that she is very much trying other things also. So a lot of us have side hustles, but I just want you to know, Faith, that you're moving forward the way you should be. Keep investing in you because it looks like it is going to pay off. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Let's take a look at who's on our list. We have Rima, we have Kayan, and I see there's Amanda. Amanda, you are on our list. There, I have only 3 people on this list right now. If I have not called your name, please let me know in the comments that you want a reading. We are now going to take our halfway point mark. I will be back. This is a little bit of a longer session this morning to make sure we get people. So I'll be gone for 5 to 10 minutes. We will make sure that we are making a complete list. So again, if you want a reading, let me know. Didn't call your name. If you enjoy today and want us to keep going, please like, comment, share, and follow. And if you really enjoyed it, please continue to share this with everyone. I appreciate it. I'll be back shortly, you guys. Hey guys, I am back. I was noticing everybody talking about where they're from. Ohio, nice. I know it's not that warm there yet, but Amanda, you're probably experiencing a bit more warmth than I am here up in Chicagoland. You know, it's just been yucky. It's been really rainy, which I know we need. April showers. We're supposed to bring Mayflowers, and now it's like May and like every day. So I wanted to acknowledge I am seeing where you guys are from. I have been down there a lot in the past like year or so. Um, in the St. Louis area. It is beautiful down there. What I love is Cahokia getting there. And then you got to go further, of course, to go to Shawnee National Forest, which for you guys is like a hop, skip, and a jump. For me, it's like a million, it's like hours, you know, it feels like it's like what? It is like 5 or 6 hours. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me and waiting while I was taking a little moment to reconnoiter and to check our list. So, next up is Rima, if she is here. After that would be KN. Please let me know if you're here. I'm going to scroll up here a minute and see. I did not see KN. Can let me know if it was male or female. So, at any rate, we're going to see who's with us. We're going to go through the list pretty quick. I would like everybody to get a chance. So, Rima, if you're here, please come on down. KN, let me know. I do see Amanda. If you're still here, let me know, Amanda, because I could let you go first because you're here first. We're just going to do that. That's what I think. It looks like our friend Amanda's been going through a hard time, and I can really, understand that, it's important to get encouragement and to reach out. So I'm really humbled and honored that you joined us today, Amanda. So let me know if you're still here. Let's look at the time. We've been going a little bit, not too long today. We're going to make sure we set up a few more of these sessions. So let me know, you guys, if you're catching this later, please put hashtag replay and let me know if there's times or dates that you would like me to have one of these sessions. Next week, we're going to do some outdoor sessions, which are going to be fun. Hopefully the wind will blow all my cards away. I am from Illinois. We are on the plains and there's a lot of wind. It should prove to be interesting. So if anyone is here, please let me know. Like I said, we have Rima, KN, and Amanda. And if you're just joining me, I'm going to be giving a few free readings before I go. Earlier, we discussed the dreaded Mercury retrograde. And so, yes, we will be strong, we will be focused, and it will be extremely good and revealing for us. Because by the time the retrograde is over in June, we will know a lot more about our lives, like who we want to be around. Are we on the right path? And spiritually speaking, you guys, it's a wake-up call for a lot of us empaths. We really need to think about, where should we be spending our energy? Are we doing what's right? Are we following emotions instead of logic? And I have to tell you, it is very hard when it's about people we care about. So spend some time meditating, spiritually taking care of yourselves and all those things, okay? Because it is integral to your, happiness, because it starts with you as we deal with all of the fray, which is everything in the world that's just continually going on around us. So, it is a balance. I'm trying to do it too. Yes, Shelby's in Daytona Beach, where I'm sure it's like nice and warm. So we're going to see if anyone else is here. Amanda, are you still here? Rima, KN, let me know, you guys. We're winding up today's session. It's good to be back. I would like to come back this weekend. A Saturday or a Sunday in the morning, I'm thinking. And if not, we'll do one in the afternoon. I will put out a poll. Our last session was incredible. It was amazing. That new moon manifesting is real. It was great. I did a second set of private ritual. I showed you guys a little clip of. And it really does help you reset. Now, understand, when you say to the universe you want something, it opens up a lot of challenges for you. So I was immediately, it was like, okay, you said what? And I was like, yeah, I did. And so here it comes. And so I come to you guys a little bit shinier from the tumbler of life. So once again, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. I don't see those individuals here, so we're going to wind it up for the day. If you enjoyed today, please send stars, like, follow, share. And most of all, please have a good day. Take care of yourself. And we hope to see you back again soon.